qualify, here are the things you have to do. Of course, President just say, now you don't get additional responsibility. So fast track, raise funds, improve sector governance and coordination, help us get involved in this big initiative, Mission 300. So in conditions that are clear. If you take each of that one leader in 1 year, in the middle of that period, we get power crisis. Yeah, some of you now remember February, March, April, lights begin hot. Bad one. And then in the middle of that, June, so we try for handle the blackout that we've in the camp. So Bokuten and they will go to substations. We begin call meetings with substation managers.
2024 now.
This now last year. Sorry, this year. This now you talk about that, I think over September. So we get what we call that dry season period. So September is not been far again. So I do retreat for him already, the first energy sector retreat with the president. I do him for immediately in November. Look the sector, let's give it some direction and think the way for this. Yeah? Then by the first dry season now, February, and the Wahala begin now. February, March, April, May, blackout, power outages. Then suddenly, with the old big money, car power sector we say, June 12, if we are not pay with money with the hotline. So first thing I would say we're able to achieve with the team, the GTC, ETSA, the chairman, then the DG, we try for manage several crises in that period. So crisis management was important, which means we get for work with the substation managers, the technicians, all. We're able to manage all the crises and they're at the same time. Second, we develop a clear plan. From that November day now, it become clear to what we do immediately, short term. People see the media event we do November, right after the retreat. Short term for me was 6 months. Within the first 6 months, we to get for do. We to get for do 6 months to 1 year. We to get for do 1 year to 3 years, and so on. So short term, medium term, long term. Because that plan been there, we're able to focus. So one of the number one focus on the short term, where we announce our achievement, now before repair the machine the way they Kintom and Black Oro. Kintom Young come online immediately around February. Yeah? Black Oro will don't delay. I promise the country say April, May. It come on. But we'll not get the money till May. So the money will be forget November. We'll get some May. The good news is either by Christmas, if we miss Christmas, again it will be January. Then 2 machines and then a Black Oro this year. This year. Yeah, they work very hard. EGTC, they work very hard. So they will short-term plan and they on track. Yeah. In fact, we'll get the crisis February to May. Now God still will be non repair Kintom. So then they come online. But that machine they be not sit on 5 years. The one then Black Oro 6 to 7 years and don't sit down. Basic maintenance. If we've been to do the maintenance as we've been to go, they're not before sit down. These are ours and a powerful machine that we come from Finland. Very powerful. They call them Watsila machines. President provide the money immediately. Japanese help we for the one at Kintom. We owe money. Now we don't use for repair. And we put them.
What's your money? Government of Salah.
Government of Salah. Now we owe money, we pull. When you look down then at 16 megawatts in a Black Oro, that means the eastern down and they can't glide it. If we western the former, then they can get steady light. Then the one at Kintom, you add them two together, we can say 25 megawatts because you go lost on the transmission line instead of 26. That one they're on track. Yeah. Second, immediately because we've been getting crisis June around go Guinea. We've been on the negotiate with Guinea for get power from the year before. By the time we go, Liberia don't begin buy from them, Gambia don't begin buy the price for. The time we'll be in the talk to them, we forgive 11 cents. But again, we'll not fast track, we'll not move quick enough. Yeah? So by the time now that crisis meets, we may go back and say, Dr. Mkela, why will give you less? Who don't give Liberia this price, Gambia that price. So now this, but the good news is that crisis then Guinea begins supply with for the first time, between 10 to 20 megawatts. Yeah, so that one day again, I've been energy trade and I've been part of we short term. We'll go Ghana for see if we can buy from there. We'll go Senegal. Now, why that one day important? So man will say, why we go buy from other person? Liberia, now from Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea, then they buy. And where you buy from them, then cheaper. Yeah.
Now for produce.
But yeah, then they said, because we get the CLSG line. The CLSG line already there. So then not take car power ship. Then this Liberia decide for buy. Yeah, Gambia didn't get, then discontinue, but then begin buy from Senegal and from Guinea. Yeah, and at that na the vision of we African heads of states, just like how Europe and America did, energy trade. Some man get more hydro than you. Hydro cheaper than where you do thermal. You buy cheaper from them, you blend that with the one where you get. So again, I'm glad to say within that 1 year period, we open a new market. Yeah, when I Guinea for supply rate. Wait again, we don't achieve the fast track of projects. Very important. I give Pambul the timetable. I say 6 months to 1 year, Unagusi will begin supply power into Freetown. I promise them say we'll go double or triple power into Freetown sometime in 2026. I'm glad if you tell Pambul and say yes, with the support of the World Bank, one project we've been on there, we my predecessor they may not work on. We fast track and we work very hard together. Sometimes they visit the site, settle the land issues, because land issues them in there. I do boku meeting and now with so-called landowners and the World Bank. So these are all parts of now ESG requirements, environmental, social, and governance requirements. I want to let Fambul know say by God in grace, February, latest March, 40 megawatts, more power they can, yeah? 30 megawatts from Newton, another 10 megawatts na Lunge. Solar with battery storage, fully done, available to it.
Next year.
Then next year.
Once again, we don't listen to the energy sector lead, and they don't give we some really good intro for start this conversation on waiting on the happen at the sector. He say first of all, Dr. Michaela saying a very difficult sector. Mr. Nepo, I know say you don't say that sector there. Tell me about how things they go, how the pressure.
Thank you very much. Like how I from the energy sector lead, yes, of course, energy is a very difficult sector. It's difficult in the sense that light not until a day or money this year. When you know day, you know say you know day. You know they for lie, for say a day or you know day. So it's visible, and because it's visible, and also let's not forget like commodity we all man want. Not like other sector than we, if you know the other option in there. But energy is wanted by every member of the society. I can always say, if you look at history, other countries and things happening right across the globe, energy is a driver for every social and economic development for every nation.
True.
Without energy, we die. Nothing will move. Even the studio this is not because of the energy. So energy touches every sector. It drives everything in the country. We can talk about industrialization, we can talk about job creation, all of them things there, education, agriculture, it all hinges on energy.
So what does it actually
energy,
mean?
We know them for succeed.
I hear that. What does it mean for they in the driving seat of pushing these reforms? I mean, hearing from the sector lead.
Exactly.
I just note some of the issues there. Is it crisis management?
So I don't give a context of why the pressure. The pressure there because everybody want this one commodity what they call energy. And for achieve the means for like everybody get energy is not easy. So yes, we know to say Aluna country will strive very hard for attain energy sovereignty and for move from what we call energy poverty. We know say of course based on research for the past 2-3 years from the World Bank, we they are 36%. But I believe say if another survey is done now, we would not move far away from that because we don't do so much intervention within the network. So for instance, if you talk about hot light can go off on certain areas. So this is a situation. Now we get a system we are in a turbulence. Turbulence in the sense we get cables them, we get transformers them, we get every panels them. We don't live up to 30, 40, 50, 60 years, some even 80 years, whether they service the people. So you can imagine then infrastructure they don't age, and because they don't age, they don't then they don't outlive the usefulness. So most times what they try for patch and what they try for bio them, we get challenges along the line. So of course some area because of overloaded transformers. For instance, we don't install this transformer for cater for, let's say, 500 residents. Then over time
The
we don't
population
get over
don't
600
triple.
residents.
Yeah.
We don't connect on that transformer. You know, they get problem, they get challenge, they trip. You know go able get in required output because you get a maximum we say for each. As you pass down one day, they begin get challenges along the way.
Okay.
So we now make it
We go come
side
to
you can see on and off for some time.
sorry, no,
So-
I know I'm for sorry for stop you.
Yeah.
We have to come into for discuss really the challenges, the difficulties that the sector. But just on a broader scale, I know say you the EDSA, but in terms of the broader vision, I mean, we all know say that's alone. Dr. Yumkela is energy minister. Na name no more no call and so, but we say now the sector lead. Yes, I mean whatever don't lead to that day, I know I'll go into her. But on his leadership that sector, what you go say about how much value? Because if you talk about when President gave him that job, he gave him too brief. A is a raise money. B is a some of the systemic issues. How then they don't go so
You know,
far?
if you even listen to Dr. Jim Keller's statement, he draw history from the past government, Dr. Ernest by Cromain government,
Yeah.
and even tell you the number of ministers we go through that particular ministry and what thing happen. And also when the Malabio government come into existence, he also gets ministers who will be in charge of the sector. You get Honorable
Kanja.
Alhaji Kanja Sisi, you get Dr. Edgar Taylor. So now we get Kanda Yumkela, now the energy sector lead. Of course, it make them very clear in a submission for say the president column. It tell and say we get projects them we done in the pipeline. We get projects them we currently exist but are needed for add more pressure on them project and move them. So what in it for talk is that energy, government is about continuity. Of course, other ministers don't come, they don't do their own work. I mean, Alhaji can just say they come, you do in your work. Dr. Electrical itself will come, you do in your work. But some they be complete, some do not be complete. So now, of course, the president also call on Honorable Kanda Yumkela based on in knowledge again, in energy, and he talk say, I want you for help in this sector.
Thank you.
Since we not get minister again, and I made a seat as minister, and I get other things them to look at.
Thank
So
you.
see how best to go for help me for let we drive some of them projects and achieve them. So of course I would tell you say from way a kind of the sector, it'll make a lot of gains. Yes, of course, because like I tell you, it made some project them on the pipeline. Like we get this SCATEC project on 40 megawatts for Kamakwe. They don't able to move down the now they come to friction now. They get for begin operation.
Okay.
Just now. Also, you get the
Okay,
the
Mr. Nempo,
respite
we go.
project with a
Sorry,
40 megawatts
we'll
as
come to more. You get opportunity for talk more. Fambulem, do you wanna not forget say when I get an opportunity for call and send text messages to the program as we go along. But I now want to take this the next step further. Let's talk about the other question we'll ask Dr. Yumkela. On the generation of electricity inside the 1 year period we don't pass, and waiting at the future plan for the government, the sector, for communities, districts and chiefdoms. What make this question important? Because family like remember say even under and thank God Mr. Nepodo mentioned that the sector and governance by the way, by extension, like na continuity. Where one government come, they do it, they do the other one come, it take over. Unfortunately, we don't get this syndrome that's alone way. People are going to say, oh, now we do and it should not be a problem because if you do and then another government comes in, you're just supposed to pick up from there and continue from where they stopped. So we see under Alhaji Kanja say he launched Boku rural electrification programs them. So we asked Dr. Yumkela what are the plans for communities, districts and chiefdoms. Love you from Dr. Yumkela.
But people that listen to you, na boy telling.
Then they listen to me in a boy and Kenema. Thank you very much. You know, I can tell people and say, Salona to Freetown, Salona, the whole of the country. Boy and Kenema are so interesting. Yanda again will get project where really that project they supposed to be a 3-4 year project. We don't delay, all kinds of problems. They now say, I don't shame to President Bio. About $43 million funded by FCDO through African Development Bank for extend the transmission line, make them bigger, 66 kVA from Kenema to Bo, so that more power go kind into them 2 towns and they from CLSG or own generation. That project, they don't get all kind of problems. You see, and if people then get for understand, if project delay, the same way you want finish and you get more problem. Like you example. We tell President Bio, say President Bio match this year. You go commissioner. He and the British ambassador, all man already 1 month to the plan. The contractor not done. So I go meet him back, I say, Pa, I did disappoint you in not right match. So now June now. So around June, then go try for connect there now. We can call it energize for put power inside. The transformer then begin block. Waiting. Then don't for the connection, the transformer then don't sit down over 1 year. Almost 2 years then sit down, then take inside. So you see, when you delay something, problems they come. So something then begin blow. In another case, vandalism. One side is some people then wickedly go deep. Yeah, not even a bandama or the other substation. They really dig cable. What did they do then cable? Then they go well. So, but I want to give credit to my predecessors and President Bio because that's a major investment. Kenema, the substation at Kenema, Kintongo go shame. High tech. The same one at Bandama, where them put. These are powerful substations where for the next 10, 15, 20 years, you'll be able to send a lot of power into Bo and Kenema. That is what they assume, say, then go industrialize. Okay? So Bo and Kenema, then go see, say, this year, I go there a few times, myself, deputy minister, then go. Anytime they do maintenance, we can shut them down. Yeah, but then so far, I've been on go there recently, they get about 8, 12-hour lights. But then now more predictable because they're able to send more power in, but they're not done on it. Yeah, yesterday I've been the check. For let's see if I can give president date, maybe they have says on 10 December, I can go commission. But the other transformer, they don't ship them and they're online. So Bo and Kenema, the bottom line is the following. By Q1 next year, they will be like Kono. Then will be like Kono, almost 20 hours or 24 hours. Yeah, because why? Once they pay with bills with neighbors, more power they can have. Yeah, so Bo and Kenema could likely be Kono. Kono is our best case, 24-hour life. We just come on last week. President said, is that around there 5 hours? In every mix up. In every flick. Now they tell us, say, Miona will be first, it's a hot footed because Freetown transmission system get problem. Kono they enjoy steady light because then get 10 megawatt solar plant where they did, then they only demand 2.5 megawatts. But on that side, they no more connect. Well, now we don't go there, we don't see, say, the neighboring towns, if we connect and sometimes the demand will be 4 megawatts, 5 megawatts, but still, they get more power than they need. And others, they come for kind of rest, they back. Yeah, we talk to another company, we want to build plants there. In fact, they get surplus, so then they send them out. Yeah, I think they would even send some back Boko d'Ivoire from Kono.
Where the northern region?
Northern region. Northern region, the two sides where they enjoy the most, with Kono, Namagoka, and Makeni. The good news is then on 20 year round, they always get power because why? Bumbuna at in peak, like now they enjoy Bumbuna there at in peak 46, 50 megawatts every day. In fact, the water so boku they throw away some, call them spillage. When they generate 50, with the drops on Amagorka, 2-3 megawatts, then Oka Makeni drop about 6.5. The balance now the same Freetown. So dry season, like me do one this year, went in Tanganaya, because then when the water level down low, it come up from 50, it dropped to 12, 10. This year it dropped go down, even below 10. At that 10 now, we take a decision management. We say, okay, cut off Freetown from Makeni. From Bumbuna, drop the light only in Makeni and Magoka. So then save their own steady. I think say right now, I see my colleague from ETRA go correct me, they're probably 15, 20 hours. Yeah, so then get that lock, they say, even with seasonality, we can prioritize them over Freetown. So, the major towns. If Bo and Kenema happy, Kono happy, Makeni happy, Magurka happy, these are the big towns after Freetown.
Okay.
So, it's not as bad, but they all get more demand than we connect. We need for extend the line then. Me and you grow up now, Bo. All them valid and I like to do. Legal or illegal, no, so, but like to do. Not so. It's the same with Freetown. The lines are extended. Freetown get problem, and we wait for spend time for lot of about the low voltage in Freetown, all of that. So you look, then we get 7 towns program where my colleague then start also 2.5 years ago. We then target Pujaon, Kailao, Moyamba, Bond, Kambia, Kabbalah, and the miss one if be 7. Okay, the 7th one go.
But you're not talking about your homemade to Cambia.
So, all right, the good news, you didn't interview me the correct time. Cambia, by God in power, President, they liked this week. For the first time, at least, for the first time, 40% of Cambia, 200 households go get light. We don't do, they may not get the contract, so they work again, delay 1 year. Yeah, it delay over 1 year now, but we don't push ETSA, then even though we get private contractor, we asked ETSA and AGTC the last month for send additional workers then they. With the KD meters then go now, when President they go turn her on, I'm glad for Cambia town, but we stop there, yeah. The other one, Kabbalah, then also Matrujon. Yeah, na planning and a Sierra Leone contractor. So we timetable is Cambia will be lit this end of October. And if the contractor we able to pay a small more money, we able to light Kabbalah set end of December, early January. Sometimes Matrujo, it is between them two. Either we light Kabbalah, depending on how, not 2 different contractors, how fast they work. But again, with all ends here, once you delay, vandalism they take place. You know, Kabbalah then destroy 7 of the transformers, can be about 5. Or they see some of the same situation na Matrujon. So when you look at it, there is a concerted effort for light the big town. Yeah. Of course, problem they can now. We don't go put generator on our land side and they need diesel. Diesel expensive. And by the time they reach how much they reach there? So in the conversation with President and with people that know they pay complete. So now we look ahead, see them where they always solarize because the demand very low. Moyamba, we don't give them 1 megawatt solar at the first storm. Because of the experience with Moyamba, that 1 megawatt, President don't give instructions. They say, can they talk to you, party there now, then development.
The sector lead, it don't explain at length what's in the happen outside Freetown. I mean, Freetown at the one port, we will come Freetown in a bit. But Mr. Nepal, as much as a lot of good things that happen, like where Dr. Yumkela say, what about the other areas outside the big town there? What's they happen there? What's be happening with all them solar, the installations, all that we go do today under the former minister and all that? What's happening?
So thank you very much. Like I hear you from Dr. Yumkela, Freetown, not to Sierra Leone, and over the years, like I say again, not government not continuity. We don't install lights in the rural communities. We don't install solar mini grids in several other places. For instance, if you drive now, you reach Mashaka, you miss light. You go Makot, you go other side, you go Moyamba, you go other places. Then get solar mini grids and more on install it. Well over 100 solar mini grids and more in the country right now in our rural communities. So this is what tell you, say we ready for light every side in the country. Of course, you see. The sector also mentioned about the big towns. We get ETSA, we mandate in our financial say we make power available to every Sierra Leonean, no matter who say they. So, like I can always say, the challenges them all they outline. We can continue for explaining to the public because they get for the recall once they continue for supply electricity. For the provinces, we don't talk say for instance, Bona, a very big town. We don't. Bo before now, Bo be the suffer for electricity. But now I will tell you, say, Bo they enjoy to a larger extent, not to just the thermal plants and Bo get. They will also get a company we call Serengeti, then get solar.
Okay.
We
Those ones we do on the highway for
on the highway for Kenema.
Yeah,
Then they supply they add up to the generated capacity. Of course, the sector lead also the pan work for ensure say we get first them. When they say both Kenema the get lights pass outside now because of one side we call Dodo.
Yeah, BKPS
BKPS they will get Dodo. Dodo we get around I think 3 or 4 turbines will be the power electricity. But then this we don't get problem from the past administration. So now with government with the support of other partners, they can work for ensure then get Dodo up and ready, because once you get Dodo, then of course you get Dodo, you get that Serengeti, they will get thermal plants and the Bo power station. Then they will get CLSG. Don't forget you also get supply agreement with CLSG, whether they send power on the line to the Transport line, with the power Bo, Kenema, and also Kono, and even some they can't afford it out.
Okay.
So we get all the agreement there for ensure say once if one portion go down, we also get alternative generation capacity for able for power light on the township.
Thank you.
So you not just stop there, you go, of course you're able to Kono, Kono they enjoy light, Makeni they enjoy light. But the fact is,
what about those beyond those places? And
now, so
there's a perennial issue of sustainability. I don't say we will not come to the difficulties here, but you also get this issue. You will talk about the transmission and
yeah. So now
what do they do on those?
We get the CLSG projects. We don't connect about 29 villages now as I talk to you, including Akono. You get one village called Chairman Nimikoro. They get light right now. You get Swafe. They get light. Check, we don't over 29 villages along the CLSG line. That line they run from Kenema and now Tego, Makeni, all then on the line the villages them. We don't do drops them, they don't all get connectivity now.
But you not tap it. What do they do for stop this hot and light? Like I go then house, light will go off. Pass.
Now they tell you, so we don't launch a program we call to remove dual lines. So one of the problems we face as a sector is that plenty of the customer they don't connect dual lines. When they connect dual lines, they unbug with infrastructure. For instance, you want to get light from different angles. So if this one not there, you don't forget supply from the other one. You feel for reality, it affects with supply chain.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. A serious problem.
I know people
it don't cause Bokut can swallow bluff. It don't cause serious damage to infrastructure. It even disturb with supply chain. So what we don't do is we don't tell Roman them at various substation, and we'll also establish a special purpose committee where they look into that, and also we don't allocate vehicles and personnel to the distribution department for let them go out, check those areas, any silence you do a line, let them pull up and give warning letter to the person we do them, because going forward if we which in fact I tell you now, we don't also work with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and the CJ for establishing what called a fast track electricity court. Then I believe so by the end of this month, then they will come into existence. Once we get down there now, anybody who violates with laws now this country go for electricity, we just send to another court. So the court they don't purposely just for handle electricity matters. Because the car you hear you from the sector lead, we are faced with challenges of vandalism. Vandalism, you don't unbug with bad one. Just imagine the transformer we talk about, this station we talk about Bandama. That station the new station we sponsored by AFDB. They don't go vandalize everything. Etsa now don't even the try for bring this back over $1 million for let we buy all them parts of them buy wouldn't damage. So now what will happen now?
Fumble them, Mr. Them for just 1 minute. Fumble them. The number I go send messages to that's 072 641729. 072 641729. When I send text messages, we'll not open the phone line yet, but when I go able to send text. The reason we make una for contribute because this is an opportunity for engage with the energy sector. And also we all can see them now also they complain. We like to go, we talk all kind of thing. Sometimes some might even swear. But sometimes we also they feel for understand say there are issues where then at the sector where some of the practitioners, the leaders they deal with, where they not absorb them of the problems so they get. And the sector lead also talk about Bo and Kenema. He say by March of next year, una the double or una the triple electricity. Can we take that to the bank? I want call me and Tina Kenema, let's buy fridge now. Let's begin ready.
So
Is that the case?
So the interpretation of putting a sector lead is saying that
Mm.
because of the network challenges that people will face now, like we talk about voltage, sparks, corrosion on the line, then dual connection there because of inadequate transformer injection, now the network, problem with LV panels. So there are a lot of technical problems before now on a board in Kenema. So we make a project was designed and we then look for sponsorship. The project now both Kenema rehabilitation and expansion project. That project don't almost come into completion now. In fact, one of the substation for that project now talk say now they talk say don't go vandalize. So now because they vandalize our substation and because of some other things that happen, we'll also get a contractor who they work with also we for instance also we place them vandalize materials.
The money they come out from government?
When our partnership of government and the contractor as well.
Right.
So we did careful get them materials them get the line the network again up and running. Then the sector lead will call on His Excellency the President for go commission the line. Once he commission the line, they mean to say Bo and Ken when they get brand new network, transformer them the new every panel, the new
When is that?
substations and
Whose time
all
we
the
will expect that
infrastructure.
one day?
Well, you say here is a pretty soon. We just wait for them vandalized materials that they don't put in for now from the factory. Once they come, I mean, for install them not too hard because the facility already there. They don't set up the platform. Once they install them, then it will get then install and they energize them. Then we get for dismantle. That dismantle the next is already ongoing. For dismantle the current and for network line. Forget the new network one the line energize. Once we get that now, we do testing. That we can invite His
All
Excellency
right.
the President
Thank
to
you.
go and commission them.
Thank you, Mr. Nepo. Family, that they listen and watch we Economi where they come to now to talk radio and all the partner radio stations Nabo, Kenema and McKinney. So we they can't go yeri from Dr. Yumkela before we open the phone lines. Because like I tell you before, we all know Freeton are the melting pot. Freeton are the one pot. Now we all day. Now we know it's in the happen. Now man they thief lights. Now man they do this. Now man they do that. They Freeton. That they the good day, the bad day, and they the ugly day. So we also asked Dr. Yumkela, what are the plans for Freeton for the next 1 year? Lawyer reform, doctor.
Again, as part of one team whip and with short-term plan change, na the Kamakuye plan. Instead, we will discuss them. We've been the habit say then go don't start already early, middle of this year around June. Then they don't delay. But in-house will ready for be available around October, November next year, another 40 megawatts. Yeah? So you look at with the top of 80 megawatts of solar will be available 2026. Then the Nant plant, yeah, the Nant, the gas power plant within AKC. That project did only 10, 12 years. Yeah, President Bio under in regime and Alaji Kanja, Eldred in your own time, then do everything for fast track that project day. And the people then they talk of the 12-year way it takes them for develop that program. This last 4 with this government made a lot of difference. But then it built enough confidence that the Americans finance that project, the 420 million. The good news is, then I go visit them last week back. Because then project there, Nadami then KCC, I can come on office, we go work. But the deputy ministers then go work on a field. That project said they give us 70 megawatts December. And a new substation at Eastern. What's all this mean? We plan for 6 months to 1 year to 1.5 years, all day on track, every single one. 40 megawatts respite, we call the program respite. 40 megawatts Skatek, Nakamakuye, 70 megawatts Kisi. Do the math. 80 plus 70, that's 150, right? Then you look, we own 25 in Tom and Blackwell Road. That's 25 added to 150, 175 megawatts. Freeton, light, supply of light to Freeton, not to issue for. So they achieve, because right now what you they get on average now 65 to 75. Like today was Sunday, so today, about 75 megawatts come inside. So imagine we can add 175. So we triple by December. We double already. I can tell people that remember once I go US past month where I don't eat more, I don't bail food, then press me now say judge me in 2026 June. Well, I'm standing by it. Yeah. So you go see say would exceed expectations, we go down double. By end of year, we will triple supplies into Freetown, but then you get a headache now. Distribution. Transformer, then they blow up. The other day in this town, we get about 85 megawatts available. We're only able to send in 65 because the transmission line they're old.
Them. We don't hear from the sector lead. They talk about the plans for Freetown and how to improve access and distribution and supply in Freetown. Even before we come to Mr. Nepo within at the studio, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back from them, we will talk about some of the perennial issues, then problem here we don't persist in this sector. Waiting how we roll as community members and when I get opportunity for making our phone calls. Let's get a quick break.
Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.
Stations where they across the country, Abo, Kenema, and McKinney, Unasabi them. I wonder we take this conversation forward. Mr. Nepo, Yeri, the lead, talk about Freetown. And I know say if we open the phone line right now, the number of calls we could get from residents, people that we tap in a tongue, then boko. And because, like how you said before, light business, not so inflation, where you can give figure. So Dr. Imkela, they talk about when I judge me next year, 40 megawatts could come, another 80 could come. The average person is not interested in the megawatts there. What he wants see in a light. Turn on the bulb, light come on. What's in the happen? When we go expect improved situation of Freetown?
So thank you very much. You know, as ETSA is governed by the board of directors. So we now get a very proactive chairman by the name Engineer Andrew Kelly. So ETSA right now, the board on launch reforms now ETSA. We get the commercial reforms and we get the technical reforms. So one of the key mandates of ETSA now for distribute power, it means for transport power from one point to the other. So look how you the sector lead talk. If we get all of the generation capacity readily available, if we're not able for transport them, then it will be of use to the general population of Freetown. Freetown very pivotal. Even if we get all the provinces right, if we get Freetown wrong, then it's still a problem.
It's
for
a big
us.
problem.
So we also hugely focus on getting Freetown right. And because we want to get Freetown right, we begin with firstly the technical reforms with a board on launch. What thing would you do on the technical front? Now, we don't conduct an assessment of the Freetown distribution network infrastructure. Of course, we get areas and where they go, we need transformer injection. We get areas and we need LV panels. We get areas that we need for change routing poles. We get areas that we need for change the cables and way they interconnect the transformers and all of that. So the board right now don't give some approval to the distribution department. Now we get substations right across the country. If you go Godrich, you go Aberdeen, we go Bookface, we get. So then staff them within their substation, they work hard, they do inspection on all of the transformers and ensure say whoosai underload or overload and try for configure. If we need new transformer injection, then try for do them. Not forget also we get a project we call eSleep. eSleep day ESOP don't already they close out. Then project there, if we go recall, I mean last year to now we don't replace a lot of poles, we don't string a lot of lines. We don't, for instance, if you go Aberdeen, just by the police station, you will see one big transformer substation we don't build it.
Okay.
That's a primary substation, a bulk injection point. Because we know say Aberdeen we don't get challenges
and a big
power
community.
supply in a big community, and they not be get a substation by their own, and because of the lack of substation, they be get challenge. You get interruption, too much interruption. Now we don't get the substation by its own way. For instance, Aberdeen now 2 megawatts. We able for transport the 2 megawatts, and the substation will accommodate the 2 megawatts and transport them seamlessly without no challenge. We don't get down the ready available. We get 5 of them we don't build. If you go at Wellington, we get similar one we don't build. We also the transport power seamlessly. Take to Waterloo.
May I ask one question?
Yeah.
ETSA, when I get hotline, like if I get problem, I'm
Yes, of course.
now, where I can call.
So that is
there a number?
That is part of the.
Because I'm not aware of that number.
That is part of the.
I know say
reform.
Boku people don't know.
That is part of the other reform. We get another reform called commercial reform. I just talk about the technical reform.
Okay.
We get a hotline on 672 if one for column.
Okay.
But part of the reform we try for review.
It's on.
You don't right
24/7.
Yes, you get them.
672.
Yes. But we also there is part of the reform so we don't initiate now for look into how to automate that 672 so that because it happen now if you call a lot of call at the jam on the 672 so the person get for wait the one call go down.
But if I get Boku switchboard operators, they call it.
So now I say one of the reforms that the board don't initiate now for automate the call center, get them on its own, automate them highly technological. In fact, we describe for get a screen board where you would able to know the callers and the identification. So that's ongoing. It's part of the reforms. Then they have another commercial reform. And since you don't come to the commercial reforms, we get Boku problem under the commercial reforms.
Okay.
For instance, we get people who they interfere with the meters. Meters now a means of measurement. If we get the meters wrong, then we know if we collect revenue or continue for pay with suppliers. So what thing they happen? We go install meters on customer them premises, but we come the customer they call other people they kind of fidget the meter in a way they
sometimes they staff
reorganize the set.
Sometimes now even staff.
Well, we're not able for the problem we get is we get rules and regulations on we staff them operations at the field. If a staff now do something, you the customer you will prove to be beyond all reasonable of staff do not instant dismissal. But I tell you, what thing they happen and we challenge as management is that most times we will go old people them where they do things they will not correct. They say, oh, na extra staff, show you the extra staff for doing now. Then they do. They know they show me. How we go for punish the
so maybe when I anonymize reporting, so when I make let people able report.
So what do they do? What do we do now? I mean, you the customer, you when are you go fix the meter that you owes. When we catch you meter bypass or get problem, you carry the responsibility. Now you the charge. Now you the take go. Like I tell you, that is the main reason why I make the ETSA board in partnership with the energy sector lead. Don't even meet the CJ and the Attorney General for look get this fast track cut. Because if we go catch people positive light, it's easy. We just because they go work out police, CID people, we just hand it over to them, then they prosecute.
Thank you.
So you catch positive, vandalize the infrastructure. We send it. So all of the reforms here are they in place and they're ongoing. The thing here is so everybody for know is that light not for all man. And light not all man business. You know, fine. You see though the watch your neighbor, they destroy the network infrastructure, you don't see nothing. Because if you see in a government property, no, that particular government go put it now for service yourself and the entire community.
Everybody.
For instance, like I was saying now, so if the transformer I ask somebody go vandalize them, it go down. Now this community
Now we all
suffer, not to other communities. So we call on community, we don't get a lot of community engagement. We still continue for down for say, let them take ownership of the infrastructure there. Because if you go down, now you know the community that they suffer. If now Bufis go suffer, why is Waterloo get light? If now Waterloo go suffer, why is Bufis get light? So now all business.
Family, listeners, viewers, this is now Economy on Two Talk Radio. When I don't hear from EDSA, do ya light business, power business, and we all business. At the end of the day, what me want see when I go to meals, I turn on the switch, the light comes on. I want to go ask if you get that kind of facility, you get hot water. You want to watch film, you put the TV on. And that should be seamless. Obviously, inside the last 1 year, by the way, Mr. Nepo, the Institute for Governance Reform Nigeria, we don't do some survey recently, we ask people in a free tongue, but light business, they say over the last 1 year, light business don't improve or not improve. But people say it don't improve. 76%, 3 in 4 salon, free tongue people say it don't improve. But the problem the way people report, where we talk to, na tariff, they say the tariff high, the voltage very unstable, it can make it go up, make it can down, it deploy people their appliances and they machine them. And then the other issues then they will also they affect the sector. So for address these questions, and then we will come back to Mr. Nepo. We've been put these questions to Honorable Dr. Yum Keller for ask waiting the sector they do, but these issues, but the high tariff, the voltage we don't steady, and the other issues that we people they complain about.
You get 90% they talk say tariff high.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now lie in the lie or
No, they're not the lie. They're not the lie. What's make the tariff high? Number one, we've been rely on the highest cost generation. We're not HSO, heavy fuel oil. Yeah. So we've been the gather power day at about 21, 22 cents. We put all the costs inside the fuel oil from car power and generator. But we sell at 18, 19 cents. Nepo, I hope they are correct. We see they subsidize. We now transfer the full cost to people because they use an expensive source. Then we do something else. We will get a crisis last year before me they take over. EFSA convinced the power, say for pull the social tariff because that made they know they make money. To pull that social tariff. For them people they will be the lower down. So I don't know say one other complaint where you go can't tell me where you hear from your survey. Hey doctor, who puts now the EFSA in the bond quicker? Because we pull that social tariff. Yeah, so yes, it's more expensive now than it been a year and a half ago because we remove that social tariff where they allow lower income people they not for pay too much. And how would they know? Because they know they use better light. Now light bulb no more. Maybe you get one can the fridge. We the senior service, and we get air conditioner then, so we know the demand for that level. But that 10 day, we do all that to be in crisis. That 10 minute day in charge. This is why you see president, the discussion they will create this dialogue for what they call climate resilience and energy transition dialogue. All over the world, the conversation is about energy transition. Energy transition, typically, they say you want to come off from fossil fuel, then diesel, then thing and day, to renewables. So it make typically renewables cheaper. Yeah? And we don't prove at this country, say the solar way cheaper than we use diesel or where we buy from car power, for example. So, free ton are true, a high. I know one promise, but me dream. Me dream for HE as minister, where we two share that dream day. Theoretically, you can not say you as a commoner, you go cruncher now you computer. Theoretically, if the share of renewables increase, in other words, the cheaper source, the weighted average for go down. So look the numbers where I give. 80 megawatts of solar, way less than 13 cents. 80 megawatts out of probably 350. Then when Nant set na 17, 18 cents compared to 22. So when you look and then Bumbuna, when are one of the cheapest, 3 to 5 cents. Somehow, then there's just another debate will be the girl with the regulator. Go look at your model good. If we they put more cheaper sources, your average will drop. So mid-range. If all them projects here will get online before president leave, will not get other problems, me, I believe, say for able lower tariffs to a certain extent.
Because this not to just to handle with the light bulb, it's not for them small business them.
Yes, sir.
Where they rely on electricity.
Yes, sir.
But who they talk say, we have been put 100 millions, I they buy 100
Yeah.
so that the amounts will be they get in terms of unit way lesser.
I want to let Fambule know say, now that make this word energy transition matter. We want transition from the expensive source to the cheap one, then God give we boku water and sunlight. That make they bring the new technology, then they on board. Second, we also the transition from fossil fuel to renewables. Renewables they now not get for important. And the technology also they bring no more. But the Sunday, God give you water. So that transition they again matter apart from climate change, but also now your natural resource where you get. Plus, we able to buy cheaper from we neighbors. And so Fritonians waiting them for Glady for, at least for now, that's 76%. Then correct. It's stable. It better pass before a year ago. I think that be your question. Yeah, you get that 12% we say, but nothing no change. You get that 12% say if I work. That is normal way they survey. But me 76%, me staff, we all glad. Say at least waiting we they see and the effort way then they make, the citizens then feel. We they pray that next year it is super stable and also in 3 years we're able to say fine it don't stable enough, the renewables don't boku enough that we can lower tariff for that money we they make in Kolwata, that man we get in shop, then one day we get in factory, then they try for bake bread or do other things, or the homes. That means all man get money in their pockets. You don't only get stable light, you get cheaper light. So now that make the energy transition important.
Some equipment that they fry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in fact, you get about 60% of people that talk say
bad light.
The light day, but the light bad.
Yeah, bad light. Again, now that mean you need that stability. Now that make that gas power plant Nakisi, where Nant they do, very important. We get what we call base load. When you add Boku solar, it fluctuates. We call that intermittency. If cloud pass, suddenly a plant will forgive 25 megawatts, it drops. Maybe to 22. So it fluctuates. But we get good base load, like Nant, then gas power plant, boom, boom, they stabilize them for you. With all what I don't describe, we believe, say yes, by December 2026, we'll get a little bit more stability in the system. We also the hub with the pressure MCC now for helping with the dispatch center. They're supposed to bill and for win and new. So now Boku English we don't go talk now Washington on behalf of President. We meet the way left we now. So we're the technical people. For say do you not do anything quick. We need with dispatch center. Dispatch center, it is use all the power they come able to balance and out. Yeah, and then go see the screen, everything a computer. So we don't go press and say, do ya? We know exactly what's in the pipeline. We need that dispatch center. Now, but there is a problem also in Freetown. Big problem, but not to Freetown no more. The illegal connection. Most of we transformer, they overloaded already. There are neighborhoods where we know almost connection supposed for the day. We know almost meter we set. But them area then they report low voltage so much. And when recently the British then can do some tests then for winners on side in Africa. On transformer day, it already go 95%, 94%. And they say, "Now watch it, this thing go blow power." There is a level in engineering where you don't want to exceed, you left some space. In case of fluctuation, sudden surge, some of them don't full up. Because some people don't draw lights from neighbor, care and go, some man get direct connection, meter not there. So the power theft is serious. Or they try for find ways for address that one day. And we'll get for doing like our neighbor in Liberia, they all do set up a task force. Pakistan, India, and Adato. Illegal connection means you get for police. Get for going as a neighborhood there with technicians, you cut all the illegal connections. But it means also if you don't get enough meter in place. So we cut them off, the kind of office now can buy the legal one with the good connection. Yeah, Pakistan. There was a time in Newsweek, the cover was Pakistan, and they show you the line the way they connect. So neighborhood they in Pakistan, then we say begin the militia. So we don't can you come out as soon as go no more, they say take the line and they connect. And then you some wagon gone. So but we now want to do it in Liberia. Liberia is a good case. Liberia reduced their losses by 30% in 2 years. Then set up a task force, then go after illegal connection, then change meters. And Liberia, yes, Liberia able to pay cash to Cote d'Ivoire and Guinea for waiting and they buy.
Welcome to Two Talk Radio 98.5. They listen and watch We Economy, where they come to every Sunday for discuss issues very important to the growth and the development of the countries alone. We'll be there from the sector leader, the energy sector, on the problems then, because when we talk to people, two main issues where they complain about. Tariff, say too high. First of all, they go buy whether an orange money or you go Ventec, you go pay 100 loans, so they get 100 units. It's no longer the case. The voltage, where lights come, it will come, go up, it go down. It go up, it go down. So, Mr. Nepo.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Yumkela also talk about the illegal connection, it's a flight. I remember a while back, the Honorable Chief Minister if we count a heavy fire where he talks say even churches and mosques and it's a flight. What do you want to do? So there's the thing about customer satisfaction on one part. Then when I get the one way it affects when I work on a revenue collection and others, what do I do as a sector for solve them problem here?
Thank you very much. You know, the issue of thief light, an age problem, and it still continue for Hamburg ETSA as an institution. We all for know say now all man they come we say we want light, we want light, we want light. But forget light, not too magic. We get the generation sources. ETSA not to be like we get MPA. Wanna be one pot. You get the generation, you get the distribution, you get the transmission, you get the regulation. Now they don't unbundle the sector. You get generation component, you get the distribution and transmission and supply component. But also the act make provision for independent power producers like Car Power, like Serengeti, like Transco,
the
like
private
Ivory
sector.
Coast, the private sector. They all they come in. So that they pump power into the sector. They go for invoice fee at the end of every month. So we need to get the ability for pay the power where they don't supply give you. But I will tell you, make you know now, more than half of the power we will consume, we not able for pay for. And you know why? Because more than half of we consume customer base, no they pay for electricity. When we don't do a survey, we don't come together and say, out of every 10 customer we then go check, they must found I would say 6 native light. So now make now one of the reforms we don't get Deloitte them we don't come from Ghana as part of the reforms to the border initiate. They don't come, they don't do a survey, they don't train with staff them, they try to give them tools now and equipment for let them go use for test people and meter them and for ascertain whether native light or not native light. But I want to make you know say now, and also this is tied in with the the fast track court what I say we try for establish so that we'll catch the one with the flight, we just send them go court. But also we work on what we call whistleblowing policy. The board they work on it.
Okay.
Once we get whistleblowing policy, we want to also begin to encourage members of the public for report. Anonymously go report with the keep information on you.
Maybe you don't see neighbor.
You will go search somebody with the flight, somebody will vandalize your infrastructure. They will go.
Mr. Nepo, we can't open the phone lines now. The phone number for call now is 072-641729. Do your call, make your contributions, and go straight to the point because you know for can't be labor people in Boku and can't talk. Go straight to the point, make your contributions, ask questions, make comments, and talk to Mr. Nepo. Not every day we will get time. Not every day we will get time. But ask him your question on. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
Johnny Freetown.
Johnny Freetown. Johnny, what's now your contribution to the program? There, Johnny. Just out if you listening device, your radio or something, or just come off from him.
Are you okay?
Yes. Please go ahead.
We don't listen from the energy need and Nepal. Of course, Nepal na constant communicator to we. When most times today for answer with questions. Sometimes it can be contagious. I mean, and so much that himself can really want for lose temper because of how people they always accuse, say, now then, not they make the effort. But when like we don't talk to now, at least we know say, some of people know say, I mean, this is a scrambled approach towards addressing the electricity problem in the country. And so much we don't happen, like Nepo was talking about the machinery, you know, aging and aged, we then get to replace, you know, the locomotive to the digital, and, you know, so much, I mean, Hakuli and task, we then go through. But that notwithstanding, I had wanted to suggest something. We had to suggest at one time.
Okay.
With the manner we
do you suggest them? Suggest them no more. Suggest them. Will they hear you?
Okay. It may be very expensive, but yes, it is desirable. We get nuclear electricity generation source.
Okay.
Nuclear is not only weaponizing it. You can use nuclear energy for generate electricity controlled.
Okay.
Effectively controlled.
So that's what now you suggest.
It's good for climate change. It's good for environmental. It's good for. I mean, a lot of things. You know, like we try to do our with this fossil.
Okay.
So if we get that, it will help us greatly.
All right. Thank you so much.
That is not it. Why not? We try to buy the car ship and get the personnel train them to make them go. It is also expensive, but if we consider what we pay per annum to that car ship, it is like close for make we buy a car ship.
We buy with
you. We trust money for make we buy and we're gonna get with
all right. Okay.
Lesser cost where you know go tell on with too much.
Thank you so much.
This electricity is really killing people.
Of course, you're right. You're right. That's a big problem. But thank you so much. Your questions have been noted. Mr. Nepo, don't take note of them. You go answer them, yeah? Thank you so much. Send it. Hello, family. So when I can call and make una contributions, the phone number is 072-641729. Mr. Nepo, we will talk about the role of communities. Okay, let's go online. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call from?
My name Hassan. I call from McKinney. I listen to Angel's radio.
Okay, Mr. Hassan, you're welcome. What's your contribution?
All right. Well, my contribution is that unfortunately, we talk about electricity within 5 minute lights don't go, and from we like to think I know coming. Now only one question I want: whose hope we get for the development of electricity na Salonia, because the little one already see is not sustainable, and even able to provide light for some of the machines that people use.
Yeah.
But that's my question.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan. Your question noted.
Yeah.
Hopefully, light will come soon. Yeah, that will be my own prayer for you. Okay, so Mr. Nepo, what are the hope we say unions get? Me brother them again say we talk about lights go. Then my other brother they talk about alternative sources.
It's like you should select this question. The hope for electricity.
So we cut it off. The kind of office now can buy the digital one with the book cut. Yeah,
so much, Mr. Hassan. Your question noted. Okay, so Mr. Nepo, what are the hope we say unions get? Me brother them again.
Disconnected.
Yeah, Mr. Nepo.
So, like I say, yourself, notice yourself like this question. The hope it's very important.
Yeah.
People want for know waiting at the way forward. Yes, of course, I go draw reference again to una survey report. I mean, I want for say plenty thank you to una for that kind of credible reports una bring out. That don't show say with the work as a sector, because amongst all other things, you say people that talk say yes, the light business will improve. Yes, although few
only compared to what you say. Put the question in context too, yeah. Compared to the last 1 year.
Exactly. So, but still not development now.
Yeah, definitely.
Now steps in the right direction. So the hope is with all of the things that we put in place, like on from the sector lead, the hope is in the next 1 year we'll plan for double the supply for Freetown.
All right, let's take this call. Hello.
Only compared to
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and also you call from?
Yes, how are you, sir?
Thank God. Oh. Do you have a common you listening device, or just switch them off or reduce the volume, please?
Okay, you get me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your name and also you call from?
Yes, I'm named Kalon. They call from Bo.
Okay, Mr. Kalon.
Yes.
What's your comments or contribution to the program?
Yeah, my own input is that I really know say the one way they before by the energy business they try, but I think we need to try more because we all know say energy or electricity na political goods.
Yeah.
Also that kind goods way like if in there you know they don't do anything, but they get something for deal with the government. And also with the private sector, help the private sector for grow and develop the country. But what we really want to say is that if they really get issue, we are in forget a one source of getting the energy for supply everybody in the country. Why they not go buy, like for example now, you get the solar energy there, and they ETSA go come, they can install them. Now you host based on your appliances that we get and connect them to a system. We are in there tell you say every month and this amount tell you for pay. When you not pay, they cut you off.
Okay.
So look for all they buy this easy solar. We buy easy solar, for example, they tell me we buy around 12,000. We are in there, give me like a 5 bulb, give me one TV with the fan and all. So it don't take more than 6 years in my hand. Imagine I pay for something around 11-12 million. Over 6 years as the user. If I'm myself, I'm not even concerned about the only thing I need light for, not only for my fridge.
Okay.
Where they put plazas of food inside it for making it cool.
Right.
So if light come, probably like twice a week, I'm okay. Because if I put my food in the fridge, it will still cool. For me to up the next temper cool light the car. So I believe say they try that kind of measure again. I believe say it go help.
All right, Mr. Kalon.
Based on your appliances, they tell you, say, hey, now this will go install. Then within a particular time, every month, you pay. We don't pay the cut you off. Yeah, lights and artillery.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kalon.
You go one for buyer, so make you get light.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We don't note your contribution. Thank you.
So the hope is, with the president sitting as Minister of Energy, would get more support from Ministry of Finance. The hope is, with the president sitting as Minister of Energy, would get more donor support. Because once the president make a proclamation or a declaration, you will see donor people that come know because the president talks. So
is it all these other suggestions, these alternative sources?
So now I just talk about the hope people ask for. We don't see because we get the president as the Minister of Energy, a lot of support in the Canada sector. A lot of for instance, the generators the way Dr. Yumkela talk about. Now the Ministry of Finance and the help for them. Let them repair.
By the time president left office in 2028,
so, we're going to achieve most of the plan. Now make you see the sector lead talk about short-term, medium-term, and long-term plan. The hope is by the time president leave office, we're able to achieve both the short-term and the medium-term plan. The long-term plan go down the 80-90%. Some will go down able to achieve by God in power. So there is hope because, for instance, if we get 65-75 megawatt now for the city, then the next 1 year we still with the double around that means to say we don't get more than required for Freetown. And also for able for use that particular megawatt to the double, we also work on the distribution network. Once we get both components and right, then the customer not gonna have to forget, but they will get smooth power and also able for use as in one time. So somebody asked say why we not use nuclear energy and also talk about we buy car power ship.
Car power, solar.
Firstly, I go tell you say car power ship not there for sale. Car power ship not a business so people they run. Then they construct the ship for all their own business. Car power not only salon they utilize car power ship. Almost all the West African countries that they use car power ship. So you know, they're not
maybe the boss is the one, maybe we'll go.
You know, they out for sale.
We'll go to the same company, they go make with you.
If you out for sale, if we don't bet your logo, we'll take out. Will they pay small, then but it's a business they're running and now they own whether or not they run the business, they make them for themselves for let them run the business. Of course, we see we talk about nuclear energy. There is nobody today, if President Bill gets the opportunity, somebody comes and say, I want to establish nuclear energy in Asalo, they will receive that possibility with open hands. Because nuclear energy is something we go help for develop the country at a very speedy rate. Because we get nuclear energy, they will for energize Boku in there. And they will for develop the country in terms of industrialization, in terms of
thank you so much,
culture and other things.
Fambulem, the phone line is still open. It's 072-641729. We don't discuss at length about the issues that the sector, waiting government they do, waiting the sector lead they do, waiting EDSA they do, the structural issues, the financial, the legal, all them reforms that they make. Now we want to ask the question of what's not the role of ordinary people, how ordinary community citizens. I think Mr. Naipo don't begin talk about them. Say for reports. The government can introduce some platform. So we they go back to Dr. Yumkela quickly.
Disconnected.
We go to Dr. Yumkela quickly. We hear from on waiting na citizen then responsibility in terms of improving the sector. Lawyer quickly from
Doc, we know. I think it would be sad for we get a situation where you get free health care, free education, they can get back free energy.
No, they get free energy.
So what do you expect from citizens? What kind of support you want from communities?
Citizens, I feel say we for make and clear to with citizens. Light and water, any side you they pay. Light and water, any side. Waiting though. Then line here, then they damage. You get for repair them. The transformer, they overloaded. You get for repair them. The fuel get for done at the generator. You get for put fuel. You must pay every sign of the world. If you they take and they pay, the earths are not able to work. Where you call we for go, fuel not in at the motor car for go meet you. Where the transformer blow up or then vandalize them, no problem. So we have to pay. Question for government, like now government they subsidize heavily. Remember what I say na free turn. Buy at 21, 22, you sell at 18. Somebody they cover that cost. That money what they take for subsidize, now that means you need cheaper so. Even for don't go pan school and hospital. Maybe a school feeding, maybe feed salon. This is also why the transition to lower cost matter. So we no go get for subsidize, it's cheap for people. Imagine if it's much cheaper and no one get level until we don't do the modeling. People go willingly do one. The other one, now the meter. The meter is expensive. So we even look at metering. How we go make people, instead of you pay for the meter upfront, you pay for an inside the bill maybe over 1 year. You know the filler. You pay 10 cents table every month. You know the filler. All the model in the other country they don't do. Wait till you ask me what I want from citizens. Do ya now for let them pay for light? You get the light or pay for it? Because all this what they do so now investment. All this what they do so extra for pay them people then they supply with their light. The loan they will get for take for bill light system. We get for pay for it. We picking them and grand picking and get for pay for it. So then for pay. Second, vandalism. We know already this Freetown, this past month and a half, 30 cases of vandalism. I think a Grafton area, right? Grafton, over 10 days now, they know they get light. In fact, some of the neighborhood, they help we all. First thing go, it damage the panel. Yeah, it damage it. So we don't get over 30 of that in a Freetown in the last month and a half. The money will for take for buy new one, or that money will for take for go buy new transformer, let get more people connected. Now they take for go do repairs. But Grafton, see, don't over 10 days, they not get light. We get other cases, Regent Road, when I don't see the video there. And when they see, when you see consultant, I don't talk this boku, then people don't hear it. Consultant don't tell me, this is Dr. Imkela. We've never seen this in other countries. The level of vandalism. Some man they claim pole. They go damage the transformer. They not pull nothing there for go sell. We don't see people that they dig underground cable for damage. So what you need from citizens? We are on a law do like how we do Ebola and COVID. On a law patrol the area. And
neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch. I don't know places in Freetown where they actually build fence around the young transformer. They make them very high. So then there's an anything they say, doctor, well, I can't put camera now, but we do so. Because that's how committed they were. Of course, Nasai way affluent. Then get money small. So then get at the young money. They not ask ETSA. Then just call ETSA, then how high? And who say how for designer? Then bill and then say, because they not say it hot. Now they all they suffer. The poor man, the gentleman, all man they suffer. So they ask people, then we are on a police on an area. If we catch pussy way, they damage them thing, and they don't be for win at Juba here. The one location then at Juba, then do attack and.
Welcome back. The phone line is still open. It's 072-641-729. But we they listen to Mr. Nepo, and we don't listen to the sector lead. Waiting, I don't know, let ordinary people and support, you know, all these reforms where they happen at the sector.
So the reforms is about achieving what we call energy sovereignty. We want for let we reach at the situation we are in. We will manage with electricity, we will provide them, and we will for pay for them seamlessly. So,
sorry,
yeah,
no, take a call. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call from?
Hello.
Hello. Your name and where you call from?
Johnny again.
Oh, Johnny, welcome back.
Yeah.
Whether you added contribution?
We are just too wicked and barbaric to ourselves in this country. How can you imagine infrastructure when a livelihood for people because of some political sycophancy?
Well, they will not prove I'm saying I'm political. Maybe not just wickedness somewhere.
The sector. People go and damage, they are not even taking anything out of there. But they just phantom for damage, disrupt the whole, initiative for improved energy in the country. You cannot underestimate anything.
I know.
People and the capable for do just to make them able to forget.
So, what's now your recommendation?
The recommendation is to fire on site.
So, sorry?
When you see that kind of people that
for shoot people,
Get the police.
Really?
Get the army. Get vigilantes them when they're able, because some of them get this community police.
Johnny, this is not a country of laws, yeah? On this program, not a country of laws. So we not go. Thank you so much for your contribution, sir.
Now a country of laws.
Yes. So you hear from me, brother. It's safe for shoot people.
No, but I tell you, what thing you talk so?
Yeah.
Now the same method they will do. John Rawlings, or I don't call it. There's a president in Ghana, JJ Rawlings.
It's called extrajudicial.
Exactly.
So
now that you do, Ghana they will do similar thing.
As a radio,
I know,
as an institution.
But
we know they subscribe.
Like I will say, we reforms and follow.
And we want to tell everybody, say please, when I not take that kind advice, they don't take that recommendation. Yeah. This country is a country of laws. Mr. Nepobi, they talk about a task force.
Yes.
I think we for begin, stress on how we for use that task force. And just quickly, this might sound cynical, but somebody else go say, Mr. Nepo, now because lights not there, I make somebody go vandalize the cable there.
So let's tell you.
Is it because if light did it, you're not going to touch it?
Again,
what do you say about that?
Again, I'll take my own community as an example. I go out. You can imagine Economi host around 12:30. One as you want to pala the watch film.
Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good. How is that?
Good. You're welcome. Your name and where you call from?
So I name Daniel Moriba. So I call from Bo.
Mr. Moriba, welcome.
Okay.
What's your contribution?
Immensely anyway, too much anyway. So
Thank you.
the nuclear power within the top one. But no matter how we go work on electricity, it will work in line with pipe-borne water. No matter what, because sometimes the power go overflow. I should say some people turn their lights off. So the other power tendency they say it will flow on the next side. But water will regulate the power inflow one kind way. So at least the next step we go regulate that light day instead of one back when we see what pipe-borne water now we for try back for try work on. That's all they work in line. That's not mistake, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think the producers don't know time for the next program. Probably we'll go find somebody for talk about pipe-borne water if we not done already. But thank you. Your contribution is noted. Yes, Mr. Nepo.
So like I say, in the bid for love attain energy
sovereign. You talk about your community. You say
yes, I say like in the community. I come 1 o'clock so I watch film. Then I go. Now I call at the station. I said, I don't go to the station where they argue. I said, I don't go to the right day. They said at the dashboard, say, we get light. But me don't tell us now, light don't go just now. That's the thing. As soon as I can check like the substation, me say if I drive, I can't the substation. We me they don't vandalize the cable. That time, so now the cut to them cutter.
So lights be actually there.
Lights be actually there. This is my community, Bango Farm. Lights be there. Then it happen. So past now, what to do with careful galvanize, you don't even fence the substation. Okay, Dr. you can say we get baboya, we get gate.
Oh, now do that.
Yeah, the community do that. Then we get. So it's happening. So it no matter whether lights on, lights they off. People they still do they use insulated gloves. Then they use they do. But we not go there 24/7 for look after the infrastructure. Now the community people they need for in Bible to call ownership of the property. Take a now you like what you house. Take the infrastructure now you get them. Take a now you money you invest in them. Then if you watch them, then if you see somebody to go damage them, you will take action against that.
Yeah, so again, that is where this hotline question why we ask you. If this works, if Mr. Guy is in my community in a God reach, I can call.
Obviously.
I don't need to forget Mr. Nepo number.
Obviously.
You understand, eh?
Yes, sir.
So distance until owner need for.
So look, I say the hotline is working as we talk, but we need for improve on them. We need for automate them. So now make I say part of the commercial reforms where the board don't initiate now for automate the 672 so that at every given time we person call, you don't need for them at the waiting room. They wait until the other customer does. But you go for route, they call them, and somebody will pick up and talk to you.
What about this age-old problem of we get in the dark as to, I mean, literally in the dark, but in terms of communication? Lights now don't kind of use the whole day. I don't know what's happening. I know able ask anybody for understand what's not the problem. I don't say when I don't improve communication quite a lot. But how na they, because I don't see press release or I go say, oh, these communities between this time and this time where they do routine maintenance. But there are also times where it doesn't happen. That information not they come on.
Yeah, so let me be very clear and sincere with you. You know, there are certain problems based on we investigation. We know say in the next 1-2 hours we resolve this problem. We not see the need for we communicate down again to the public. Because if you go tell a person say you get fault, you don't get light. I mean, you get a different understanding on what's in the happen. So we get we prepare, but we get benchmark. For instance, if we don't see this power situation in this community, we don't do for solve today. Of course, we do.
So what's the standard? Is it now one day they want to inform people?
Would they look at prolonged outages?
Okay. How would they define prolonged outage?
Look, we don't say like today. If this follow happen today, we're not going for able to use one today. They can put pressure. We say we do one tomorrow, or you count in the we state the date, the dates that we will take for whether come on. We will inform the public. But also, you point noted if that's if you're the members of the public, we will also look at that and they say. But we see and see it will increase, it will create a lot of misconception. So. If lights go off 1 hour, 2 hours, we don't say they come on back. I mean, we go just say, well, Lord just put effort together for bring come the lights back. Instead of we begin just to inform people and say, no, light don't go here 1 hour, and they come in the next 1 hour. I mean, if not know to do, it becomes it's gonna go easy for you because we get because of the network we get plenty. Yeah, the free time big. We like to go 1 hour, 30 minutes to come back, 1 hour, they go down cut cable, closure go happen. Motka go down bank pool, wire go down cut. So it's like every community would have. I mean, it's a lot of
issues. I know.
Yeah, it will be a lot of work.
I think I don't know if when they get this enough. Well, I don't know if when they get this enough, but I know you when they in the heat, you know.
Obviously.
So I don't want to say thank you, but I think thank you for the service. But obviously, we will not get for do more. We will not get for do more in terms of improving, ensuring that outages reduce. Like I go did this one, I mean personal experience. Where lights go inside 5 minutes, they don't go 10 times.
You know, obviously, we are grateful for the compliment. But I will tell you, see, the leadership don't go get now. The sector lead and the chairman of ETSA don't know the play. In fact, you go down there. Recently, things that happen at ETSA and the sector as a whole. I mean, they hand and day by the work.
Okay.
Every 1 minute, 2 minutes, they ask, what's it happen?
We can see that.
What's it happen? Yeah, it's happening all over the place. So there is so much things happening from the back
openness, end. When I don't become a lot more open. It wasn't the case before. Fambulem, the phone line is still open, by the way. It's 072-641729. If you get concern, you get question for Mr. Nepo, or you get compliments, or you get grumble, you get complaint, they are call and make you. I don't know if we'll get other video for Dr. Jim Keller, but Mr. Nepo, looking ahead between 2026, 2027, 2028, we'll go back to that big question. Hope. What's not the hope for Salone people? So interestingly, in concrete terms.
Interestingly, I can talk for say, God don't decide for bless Salone. You go say how? Now, for the first time, Salone gets two energy compacts. We get the MCC, they'll get a mission 300.
Yes.
Now a blessing. I can say medical answer a blessing. Because I tell you, with the completion of mission 300, with the completion of MCC, I mean, we don't stand it alone, not able to solve the energy problems in this country, right across the board. And if you look at the MCC, you look at the mission 300, I mean, now the fundamental problems where the energy sector they faced, now them compact that they can for solve.
Okay.
Then compact they come for solve all the challenges, the network challenges, the transmission challenges, the distribution challenges, and also the rural challenges. For sure, so we will expand on electricity. So the hope one for give people is that we already get 2 compacts, double compact under His Excellency the President, who they serve as Minister of Energy. Once Mission 300 don't begin the implementation, MCC will don't begin the implementation, and you see Mission 300 in fast as I say from now to 20. I think 2030, we will don't close out one day. So that it say now it's shorter, the gap is short. So in the next 5 years, we will not able to close out on Mission 300. So all the components which within Mission 300 we will achieve one, and people for able to feel the impact of Mission 300.
On that note, let's go back. I think we get one last question for Dr. Yumkela. You said then at the studio with a wrap up. So in wrapping up with Dr. Yumkela, we ask her one final question. More just listen to them quickly, and then we will come close with Mr. Nepon at the studio.
So, Doc, you don't work a lot.
We don't work a lot. My team, me and my colleagues and the staff.
You want to run for office?
If I want to run for office, look, the joy where they get now with a difficult job. Now, for say, waiting I do for 30 years around the world, I get that joy. They say, wow, I'm making a difference for people and their lives. When light day, in a community, woman, they deliver light day, they likely say get chances for surviving the picking. For me also intellectually, I know they only preach them thing for 30 years, I'm actually doing it. Now that make, for example, Mission 300 a gladi button. Because we can say if country want change, economics, industry, power systems, health, there has to be a vision. The vision has to be backed by a plan. The plan has to be backed by real good deliverables, timelines, measurable results and changes. In this 1 year, God make I able to kind of implement a lot of things that I know. Mission 300 with President Bio. Now the biggest infrastructure plan for the country ever I don't see, 2.2 billion. We give you a vision for 5 to 10 years. We don't begin implementing already because we're backed now, and we'll not just do them in a vacuum, we do them with people. So imagine as an economist, say you actually you solve crisis 24/7 as a manager. I've been manage a big organization. Now I'm managing, working with colleagues to develop a plan, a vision for the future, for the next administrations, backed by cash, using my global networks, credibility and reputation, then believer, then know say we mean, and then know say we know what they do. And this thing we will develop will not take no consultant. We refuse. From the beginning, we say, no. How long will it take? You tell me, say, it take 3 months, 6 months for hire consultant. I say, the year I don't go. We say, we don't need. Send us the template. Salon man, then sit down, put good salon people then together. Then sit down, then knock that plan. They will go 3 times for defender